Hi everyone, and welcome back to HomeHeadChef. Today we're going to be making sweet and sour chicken. Now, this is just like the sweet and sour chicken you get at your local Chinese restaurant. It's not going to have the pineapples and peppers in it. It's a little bit different. The sauce is going to be on the side because we don't want the crunchy chicken to get soft. We're going to need a few ingredients to make the sauce from scratch. To do the chicken, it's going to have to marinate. But first we're going to get started on the sauce. So let's step up to the cutting board and see what we need. For the sweet and sour sauce, we're going to need 2.5 cups of water, half a cup of sugar, 1/4 a cup of white vinegar, 1/3 a cup of ketchup, half of a lemon, 1 whole orange sliced, a few slices of fresh ginger, and about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to thicken it up. To get started on the sauce, we're going to boil the ginger, the lemons, and the oranges for about half an hour. Now you can use the juices if you want from the store. I don't think it really gives you the quite enough flavors you get from the oils from the rinds. So we're gonna simmer it for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna take it from there. All right, in just a few minutes, our sauce is ready to go. You're looking for the interior of the orange to start to fall apart. Now we're gonna strain this to get out all the big pieces, the seeds, and most of the pulp. If you want less pulp in there, you can most definitely run it through a coffee strainer as well. Give this a press, get all those liquids, oils, and everything out. Just like that. We're gonna set this aside. We're gonna add in our sugar. Our vinegar. And our ketchup. And just like that. Now if it's not quite the color that you're looking for, like you get in the Chinese restaurants, you can always add a drop or 2 of red food coloring. But I think I might go with just 1 drop, just to darken it up a little bit. All right, that looks good. Now we're gonna go back into our pot. We're gonna take it back to the stove. We're gonna bring it back up to a boil, and we're gonna thicken it up. We'll see you at the stove. We got our sauce back up to a simmer. We're gonna add in our cornstarch and water. Give this a mix. We're gonna let it thicken up. Won't take long. 30 seconds to a minute. It's not as thick as you like. You can add more cornstarch. That looks great. Shut it off. Let's get a little taste. There it is. All right, let's set this aside to cool down, and we're gonna start preparing the chicken. So let's head back to the cutting board. Our sauce is ready to go. Now we're gonna work on the chicken marinade. For that, we're going to need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, and a pinch of white pepper, a cup of water, and 2 chicken breasts. Now we're gonna cut the chicken breast up, so let's get set up for that. To cut our chicken breast, we're going to start by cutting off any of this random excess fat that we don't need, and set that aside. It's a little trimming up. All right, that doesn't look bad. Now we're gonna cut this in half. Split this open. Just like that. We're gonna cut these into lengthwise strips. Let that go all the way through. And then we're going to take these strips and cut them at a 45-degree angle, about that big. We're going to set those aside. in our bowl. We have all the chicken cut out. We're gonna go in with our water, our garlic powder, our salt and our white pepper. We're just gonna give this a mix. We're gonna let this marinate about a half an hour, up to an hour. And why that's marinating, we're gonna work on the breading. For the batter, we're going to need 2 teaspoons of salt and a pinch of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 eggs, 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, half a cup of cornstarch, 6 tablespoons of oil, 2.5 cups of flour, and of course your oil to fry in. You can fry in a wok or your deep fryer. We're going to start by mixing our eggs, our garlic powder, our salt and white pepper, our water, our cornstarch, get the rest of that, and our baking powder. We're gonna get this well combined. It's only gonna take a couple minutes. Now we're gonna add our flour in stages. It shouldn't take too long. Just wanna get it well mixed because we don't want any clumps. Make sure you're scraping down the sides. Once you got all the flour in, we're gonna go in with our oil. Now this is gonna give it that nice smooth shine and that smooth finish that we know and love from sweet and sour chicken. Let's get this incorporated. It's gonna take a minute. Our deep fryer's heating up and we're gonna fry these up. Chicken's good to go, it's been marinating. Our batter is done. We're just gonna pick it up, give it a little shake, and go all right into the batter. And get it all covered. Then we're gonna head over to the wok and get it all fried up, and I'll see you over there. Take our chicken out of the batter, drip off the excess, go right into the wok. We're just gonna do this in small batches. We're just gonna give this a couple minutes to fry. We're just gonna keep tossing oil on top of them to help them get cooked all the way around. I'm gonna finish these up. We'll head back to the cutting board and plate these up, and I'll see you over there. Now, to plate this up, we're gonna get some of our chicken. Just gonna drop it down on our plate. And yes, this is definitely bigger than the stuff you get in the restaurant. That's the way I like it. You can cut it smaller if you want. Let's put some chicken down. We're gonna add some rice. Just like that. Looking pretty. Let's get a few more chicken. And we got our soy sauce, or not soy sauce, our sweet and sour sauce on the side. Now let's pan out and get a taste of this. That's our sweet and sour chicken. Let's get a bite. Get our chopsticks set up. Chicken, right into the sweet and sour. Holds on perfect. This is so good. It's actually better than the Chinese restaurant. The chicken's nice and crispy on the outside. It's tender, it's moist and juicy on the inside. Sweet and sour sauce is sweet and sour, hence the name, but it's really good. You can serve this with fried rice, white rice, some egg rolls, which I'll have the recipe drop for that in the description. If you like what we're doing, you can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at HomeHeadChef. Stop by our Patreon page and check that out and help support the channel. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.